It is round 4 of 5 and cut day. We're revisiting Country Club for the second time, and we will be here tomorrow for the final round as well. Welcome to the 2022 World Championships.
We have an unprecedented 3 Europeans on the lead card. Henna Blomroos, Kristin Tattar, Eveliina Salonen, and Holyn Handley, the only American on the card. This is wild.
And everyone absolutely shredding their Circle 1 and Circle 2 in regulation stats. Just in case y'all don't remember, I'm Madison Walker.
I'm Erika Stinchcomb. We're the two Hot Geese.
Honk.
Hole 1 is a par 5. It's 999 feet. Looking really nice in the morning light here. OB road on the right, cart path on the left. This is absolutely reachable. The first shot, there's kind of a ditch in the middle that you'll see. These ladies are going to smash right past that. And realistically, if you can throw 350, it's a relatively easy birdie.
Yeah, definitely. As long as you don't get tangled up in any of the trees or bushes on the right-hand side, it's wide open, and you can just go big distance. We didn't have very much wind this morning at this point either.
9:25 a.m. at the 2022 Professional Disc Golf World Championships, and this is your FPO lead card. Let's give them a round of applause. First on the box, one of our international competitors from Finland with 17 strokes under par thus far for the weekend. This is Henna Blomroos.
So Henna tying Kristin's course record yesterday of 10 down at Jones Supreme to now be tied for the lead. Holyn Handley also in that 10 down club to move to lead card.
It's absolutely unbelievable to see double digits under par at these courses. They're so difficult and so mentally strenuous that to see everyone just come out here and shred them and make them look easy, it absolutely blows my mind.
Yeah. Henna throwing Star Destroyer here.
Smush.
Huge shot. Yeah.
Wow.
Next on the tee, another one of our international competitors from Estonia, also at 17 under par, and one of your co-leaders. This is Kristin Tattar.
What does Kristin have? 3,000 rated rounds right now this week? 2?
I think 2. No.
Yeah, it's.
I'm not doing this right now.
Yeah, she's doing a lot of crazy stuff. She's definitely bringing the heat. She was the favorite for this event. She plays smart, but also real hard, and it's working out excellently.
And yet another international competitor on our card today from Finland at 16 strokes under par, Eveliina Salonen.
So Kristin only has 1,000 rated so far. Henna actually has 2.
Oh, okay. And there was
Holyn has 1. Eveliina has 1.
Okay, that's what the stat I was thinking of.
This is 3 women shot 1,000 rated yesterday, which is the most we've ever seen in one round. Wow, these are all just monstrous shots.
Yeah.
And rounding out our lead card today at 15 strokes under par for the week from Austin, Texas, Holyn Handley.
Holyn, a relative newcomer on tour. It's really cool to see her on the lead card. She's been doing a full-time tour for the last couple years. Transferred over from Ultimate, and she absolutely smashes the disc.
Yeah, she recently at Ledgestone threw in the first known albatross of any FPO player. We call it the Halbatross. And that's like a normal human distance. Like it looks so short compared to everybody else's, but like it's really not bad.
No,
she can still
great.
birdie. That's definitely pulled to the right though.
Yeah. Ideally, too, you want to be more left on the fairway to be able to throw a hyzer on your third shot. Not quite sure what the plan was there, but it is turned, but I think the tree stopped it from going at OB.
So you know what's crazy is we watched Kristin yesterday, and she kind of missed some shots and gave up some bogeys, and it just like was lackluster compared to the first 2 rounds, and she still shot 4 down.
Yeah,
like
still an unbelievable lights out round.
And She was probably disappointed, you know?
Yes.
It's crazy.
Felt like she left a bunch out there.
Eveliina a little bit low. Henna maybe even gonna get down there for like, a long eagle kind of a look. Yeah, look at that.
My.
She's 100 feet away.
Gosh.
How's that possible? This hole's 1,000 feet long. About time for retirement, I think.
Oh my. It's just really hard to comprehend.
Yeah, that's a great out from Holyn.
And having to recover and still being that far down there on 3 strokes is unreal as well.
Right, an easy par. Eveliina leaking a little bit right, but she's in circle 2.
This played is one of the top 5 most difficult holes in
interesting.
round 2, but today it's middle of the pack. People are figuring it out.
Is the wind down a little bit?
No, it was really calm when we visited in round 2.
And it kind of picked up today as the round went on.
Definitely, but not until closer to the back 9.
Kristin just pitching up for her birdie look. Henna just laying up her birdie.
Wow.
Yeah. Holyn still has a long birdie look after being, absolutely tucked on the right side.
Ooh, really nice line, just a little bit short.
Eveliina for her birdie. A little short. Clean looking putt there from Holyn. I wonder what this is like for Holyn. Like, these European ladies have to deal with this all the time, being with foreigners to them. And now, like, Holyn's in their shoes.
Yeah. It's funny, Holyn always kind of looks like, hey guys, I can't believe I'm here. I made it. She still has that like super fresh.
That's funny.
It's awesome to see her performing so well. Hole 2, uphill 582, plays a little bit closer to 600 feet. You want to avoid this big tree on the right by maybe missing right or tucking one to the left, but that out of bounds line does come in close. Your second shot is either a backhand turnover or a forehand. You really want to avoid those trees on the right hand side because they are so much thicker than it looks like in this drone flyover.
Yeah, the drone footage is from the Dynamic Disc Open in April. Man, that's perfect. You really want to keep it low. Those trees do not let any discs through. It is a little on the right side, I suppose, if you want to critique it. It's kind of nice to be left to open up your next shot.
So this next little stretch is where you really want to get some birdies. They're all very reachable, birdieable par 4s, and this is where you want to score because the last 5 or 6 holes can be absolutely brutal.
Yeah, you definitely want to pad your score on the front 9. I would say these ladies are thinking at least 5 under on the front because it's definitely hard to be under par on the back. Holyn with a nice low line as well. All these ladies making it look pretty easy. Oh, that tree was right in the line. Eveliina not going to progress very far.
Let's see if she can recover for her par here. That's a really great looking backhand shot. It's got lots of turn on it.
Wow.
Yes.
What a recovery. That last shot was a TL3. Beautiful.
Holyn taking to the sky with her sidearm.
Wow.
And going deep.
So much power.
She might have an obstructed putt.
Kristin going forehand with her rives.
Ooh.
She's on the edge.
Yeah, that's rare to get through that little group of trees. Sometimes they just have a tendency to suck you in.
Man, between Kristin, Eveliina, and Holyn, we got some big forehands on the card, in addition to their giant backhands.
The tree was nice twice in a row.
Holyn pretty obstructed here on her birdie look.
This hole played a little harder than hole 1, which is surprising. But that tee shot can be pretty brutal.
Kristin, 2 birdies in a row to start the round. Huh. That looked pretty good, but
Yeah,
a
it
little
did.
right side. Eveliina connecting on her par save.
What a great recovery.
So Kristin, the only birdie there. Hole 3 is one of the easier par 4s. It's only 466. You see a lot of ladies throw through this gap here, either forehand or backhand. You don't need a ton of distance to be able to birdie the hole. If you get aggressive, this cart path on the right can definitely come into play. There's OB you see on the left that wraps all the way behind the basket as well. You occasionally see forehands out to the left gap off the tee. Yeah, we'll see. These ladies really have all the shots, so just pick what you're comfortable with. Kristin looks like she's lining up the wide sidearm, which I think is the smartest play.
I agree. We did have a little bit of a head crosswind from left to right here, so it was a little nervy to throw a sidearm and turn it over too much. You just kind of worried about it being held a little too long, but there's a nice bubble if you get way down there. This hole really comes down to the approach because it's very steeply downhill with out of bounds all around the back of the basket, but most of the ladies on this card have the distance and not really have to throw approaches.
Look at this.
Yeah, they're going to get
Look at it.
so far down there.
Look at it.
Okay. Okay, I didn't know.
That was a champion beast. So this hole's all about the approach shot. Like Madison said, that was unreal.
A champion beast throwing a champion beast.
I've never seen anyone get inside the circle from the tee.
Yeah, it doesn't happen very often. That is for sure.
Wow. Eveliina,
There's no stat for eagle.
yeah.
Eagle in regulation.
I don't know if she's going for that left side gap on the backhand. Regardless, it fades early and out of bounds on the left. What a shot, man. Sorry, I'm going backwards. Henna's shot. Like, oh. Is Holyn going to do it too? It's drifting a little right. Yeah, cuts, but that's totally fine.
Wow.
All the way down there. I mean, it's downhill. It's just so risky.
But even if she goes out of bounds deep, I guess. Oh. She'll be able to get an easy birdie. So it's
pretty cool.
pretty.
Kristin laying up for an easy birdie. Holyn's approach shot. She's going backhand. These trees can make it a little tricky, I guess, but it's a pretty straightforward approach generally.
Mm-hmm. Eveliina so far down there that she's throwing around to the left side of the tree.
Hers for par, unfortunately.
Kristin for birdie.
Yeah, perfect 3-through-3 start.
And Henna for eagle.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's another way to get a perfect 3-3-3 start.
That's one of 2 eagles today, actually.
Wow.
Katrina Allen getting the other one.
Nice. Holyn with the birdie. And Eveliina looking at a par with that OB stroke.
All right, the easiest hole is done, and they all just get harder from here. By hole 3, we like to.
Let's check in, see what the field's doing. Paige Pierce doing some things. 5 down through 6.
Valerie. A little day 4 run.
Yeah, Manduhano's 4 down through 6. Wow, look at all the 4s. Missy, Own, Kat, Ella, all 4 down.
Wow, making this place look like it's no big deal. But the front 9 can do that.
Yeah.
It can make you feel like you are a
Invincible.
superstar.
Yeah.
Hole 4, downhill 598, but it goes a little bit back up, more uphill on the second shot. You just want to place one out in the field, avoid that out of bounds golf green. There is out of bounds that wraps around behind the basket as well. Most people just throw in a mid up to the green. Maybe we'll see some putter shots as well. If you guys paid attention, you saw the graphic in the upper right-hand corner. 2 tickets, all expenses paid to the Disc Golf Pro Tour Championships in Charlotte. Check out the description for details.
So we saw, was it Henna in day 2 go way left and then throw over? So I was curious if she's going to do it again, but this is a much straighter shot. Way down there.
Way down there. A little bit of a left to right wind here. Nothing too crazy. Kristin not getting the turn. Maybe she wants here, or is she trying that left side gap as well?
You know, I would assume if she wanted to be right, she would go forehand. That was arrive, which is, you know, pretty stable. So the left side is fine. I assume she wanted more turn.
She just wants to make the hole a little longer because when you can, you know?
I guess. I guess so. This is also arrive from Holyn and pretty similar result. But it's fine over there. There's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah,
I'm
and if you turn
it
over a little too much, it can take away your opportunity to be able to get up and down. So
Right.
maybe they just are playing it super safe.
Eveliina Destroyer also over there.
But I'm a little puzzled by no one trying to turn it over. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, when you throw that far, they must know things we don't know.
We want to give you guys expert commentary,
Yeah,
but slowly
but we
we're being
just
phased out
Do not know.
as experts.
But it is, I mean, it's blind over here.
And it's-
Whoa. That looked great. That's almost OB, but Kristin
And I
flashes
guess
the basket.
regardless of where you are on this fairway, it's pretty much going to be a little simple hyzer shot.
Yeah. Eveliina floating one up there with a rock
And that's
X3.
Beautiful.
Yeah, really nice.
This played as the third easiest hole of the day. Yeah, no, this is a must get.
Holyn with a Justice. Parked. And Henna, the only one getting a little bit of turn on that disc, is rewarded. She's very close.
Stand still. Can see the flag.
Also a Star AVR X3.
Bullseye.
Yup. Kristin, the only one left with a tester putt here.
And she's about 25 feet from the basket at that OB line.
Sneaks in. 4 for 4.
What a good start. And everyone else.
Understatement. I know, everyone else also doing
Pretty
it.
much in tap-in range.
Eveliina, actually that's her first birdie. So, you know, she's obviously slacking.
42% of the field taking a birdie here. So, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely slacking, Eveliina.
God.
We love you.
I believe Paige and I will do whatever it takes. We have 5 world titles, but that's not where we want to settle. We don't want to settle with 5. We want more. We would practice 24 hours a day if that's what it meant to win the world championship. You know, we're willing to do that. We're willing to sacrifice so much because we've already sacrificed so much, you know, to get the 5th. But we'll sacrifice more to get the 6th, the 7th, the 8th, the 9th. We have that same mindset, and we're just going to continue to push and push and push and push.
Hole 5 is another super birdieable par 4, 523 feet. There is an out-of-bounds cart path on the right. That little branch you see that dives left is inbounds. The flag line on the left is out. You really just need to throw somewhere in the middle and then throw a little hyzer chip shot. You can definitely find some trouble if you try to get too aggressive or you kind of hug too close to the trees.
Yeah, this is the second easiest hole of the day, so we're just getting all the easy ones knocked out right in a row. It averaged under par for the 4th hole in a row.
We do have to give a big thanks to Flight Factory for sponsoring the coverage all week. Check them out if you're ever in Pensacola, Florida, or flightfactorydisc.com. Yeah, that's solid. Anywhere around that cart path is gold.
From the tee pad, that little swoop in with the cart path that is out of bounds on the right side is blind, so you're just kind of hoping that you put it out wide and pushing that flag line over there.
And Kristin just proving that both of these courses are forehand courses. Throwing way more forehands than anybody else I've seen. And that's really all the distance you need. It's pretty simple from there.
It's cool to watch her not try to bite off as much as everybody else, really, because she's confident in the approach.
Yeah, you don't have to. There's, you know. Whoa, this is smash though. You don't have to, but it's cool. Holyn.
But we want to watch disc fly far.
Throwing a rive there. I feel like Holyn thrives on like crowd energy, you know, and like likes to put on a show a little bit.
Oh, does she?
I think like she'll throw a roller and then like stick her tongue out and be like, yeah, you know. It's pretty great.
Just out here having fun with it.
Yeah, it's important.
Kristin left with about 250 feet to the basket, maybe a little less.
I think even less.
Yeah.
225. She's throwing a harp, I believe. Great shot. Good trust. Eveliina with a sidearm. That's very interesting. I mean, I think it's a really bad choice.
Yeah,
like,
I don't
that's where all the trees are.
And she has a right to left wind, too.
Yeah.
Very confused by the decision. Sometimes your hyzers just aren't feeling good.
Yeah. Holyn just throwing a pure shot. It's a pure. I don't know if that came across the disc. Man, Henna's so far up here. She's spiking in that ABR X3 again. Eveliina gonna take a par.
Henna for bird.
Nice. Henna's putt looking really good and smooth and confident.
And they're going stroke for stroke here.
Yeah. And getting some separation now, too. Holyn with a turkey there.
It still feels
Kristin, yeah, 5 for 5.
Wow.
Yep.
Still feels so strange to walk up to these greens and not have any wind. It's bizarre.
Yeah, you never get used to it.
Yeah. Hole 6, slightly uphill, plays a little longer than the 300 feet on the tee sign. There is out of bounds back and to the right. If you turn something over too much and bomb one a little too far, most people throw in a fairway driver here, maybe a mid. It's a slightly elevated basket, so you just want to really try to get as close as you can.
Henna with a champion rock 3. Great line. Good height. Too far. Oh, man. Yeah, Henna's 5 down with a par. That's so crazy. Through 5. Wow. Great power on that forehand from Kristin to get inside the circle for birdie. Holyn with a nice anhyzer line with her evader. Whew. Perfect.
Buzzing the stump.
Eveliina with a TL3 throwing a wide anhyzer. It fades a little bit at the end. She's in circle 2.
It's weird. This plate is one of the top 4. This is the 4th easiest hole of the day, but only 19% of the field getting the birdie. So that explains just how hard the rest of the holes are.
Yeah. And this one, I mean, there's some OB if you like saw it off early, but other than that, there's just not as much danger as most of the other holes, I think.
This elevated basket is about the hardest thing here.
Kristin missing as well. Henna trying to get a stroke here on Kristin. Nice.
Right on the pole.
6 down through 6. Jeez.
She just continues to perform as we move through Worlds Week. So impressive to be so steady every single day. And getting the lone birdie on the lead card.
Hole 7 is a difficult tee shot through these trees. You're actually teeing from out of bounds. You need to get over this cart path. If you don't, you go to the drop zone. There's this weird out of bounds patch on the right that can come into play if you throw too straight off the tee. Second shot, you either see a big hyzer swinging to this new pin position on the left, or if you end up far enough left off the tee shot, you see a lot of like sidearms around the left side. And that cart path on the left is out of bounds the whole way as well. Definitely much more birdieable. I think they had us playing from this tee pad to the longer pin at DDO.
And it was really tough to get inside even circle 2 on your second shot.
Yeah.
This one, it's really important.
Oh.
Ooh, I think that's out.
It is out.
This one, it's really important to get some distance off the tee, because if you just kind of do a little chip, it's tough to get the hyzer angle you need and the distance. I think the people on this card could definitely do that. But most people are trying to get pretty far down there in order to set up a simple hyzer shot to the green.
Yeah, Kristin getting enough distance, but tucked behind a fairway tree, it looks like.
Yesterday, we did see Kristin go forehand over out of bounds on her second shot. And I think maybe Holyn and Kristin are trying to do the same thing here. We'll see what they're working with.
Yeah, it's definitely a shorter shot to go forehand around the left side. It's just risky with the cart path.
There's also a low line. I watched a couple people on my card take today where you just throw it at the ground under all the branches and hope for a skip, and it worked. Eveliina, on the other hand,
going huge, getting a nice friendly skip. That should hopefully be an easy birdie. That's a massive drive.
Huge, and that is very risky.
Kristin really tucked, going super wide with the backhand.
Yeah.
That's going to be a par.
Looks like she was forced to stay away from sidearm.
Holyn going to show us a sidearm line, though. She's going Ati. Very stable west side fairway driver. Nice.
Real nice.
Man, she has so much power. Forehand and backhand.
She hits the gym, and it pays off. Yes, nice little simple approach from Eveliina.
Henna, God, what a smash.
Yeah.
Looking to save her par here. Nice shot. Henna throwing her S-line P2 there. Kristin's third, parked for par. Nice. Eveliina 2 down with that birdie.
Holyn to add another birdie stroke to her front 9.
Yeah, she's at 4 down now. Good par save.
Yeah, great recovery from going out of bounds. And a tap in par for Kristin as we go into one of the legendary and most difficult holes on the course, hole 8. It's 886 feet, but the out of bounds on both sides, left and right, makes it feel so much longer because it feels tough to get very aggressive off the tee or really any shot thereafter. You can play it for par if you want by keeping it in the middle, but we're going to see these ladies probably go huge, a mixture of forehand and backhand depending on what branches you're trying to avoid, especially coming into the green where it does bubble out a little bit wider and allow you to be a little bit more aggressive under those tree branches. It played as the second most difficult hole of the day, averaging at almost 3/4 of a stroke over par. And that's with no wind.
So So Holyn going Grace here. She's a little bit slower and less aggressive than the rives she's been throwing, but this is hyzering way too much.
Yeah, that had to have been an early release.
Yeah, never had a chance.
There was a little bit of a right to left win, but not when my card went through. It was not enough to really affect your disc choice.
That's a good width, but probably not enough hyzer angle to skip back in. You really need to, if you're gonna go big, I think you have to throw kind of where Eveliina did, but like on a hyzer the whole way. This is
everyone going really aggressive here.
This is also fading towards out of bounds for Henna. Let's see if Kristin can keep it in bounds here.
I feel like on this hole, it's best to get the most aggressive on the second shot.
Yeah, I agree with you. Kristin with a fortress, just a nice controlled shot. Well done. Man, this second shot's so scary though.
It is. It's blind over the hill.
I think forehand's probably the best play on the second.
Yeah,
for keeping it in bounds.
And what's nice too is that there's lots of airspace though, so you don't have to worry about hitting tree branches and kicking out of bounds. You have room to throw the hyzer on both sides.
That's true.
Whether it's forehand or backhand.
Holyn with an escape.
Oof.
That's headed
Overturned.
towards, out of bounds on the right side. And is not able to work back. You see that a lot, just kind of zigzagging across the hole, trying to save par.
Kristin going forehand on her second shot, probably forehand on the third as well, and it makes this whole play exactly how you draw it up.
Yeah. Like you said, a lot of airspace to use there, and Kristin way over the crest of the hill. I think anyone would take right on top of the hill after 2 shots. No questions asked. So to be as far as Kristin is really impressive. Henna with a nice controlled shot.
Yeah, and still able to recover a par from there. Eveliina has a little bit of a tougher par recovery here, but she's got the forehand to boot, makes it under the tree branches, and will give herself a putt.
Awesome. Destroyer sidearm.
God, that's such a touchy shot.
We saw that in round 2 as well. We saw 2 out of bounds par saves. I know Jen Allen was one. I'm trying to think of who was the other one. Ooh,
wow.
That's a great sidearm as well. And that's for a bogey save,
Yep.
which is impressive with 2 out of bounds.
Yep.
I mean, she's going to get it in 4 strokes, but dang. Henna going to a knee and taking the right side gap.
Man,
That's
these approaches
so well
are
done.
incredible.
Yeah, those tree branches knock so many shots out of the air.
Yeah, and everyone's pushing the ceiling too. It's not like they're going way down low. You have to push the ceiling to get all the way to the green. Kristin catching some cabbage on the way there, and she'll be caught up in circle 2.
Yeah, interesting to see. She was the closest, but now is the furthest out for her putt. Don't matter though.
Doesn't matter.
She got it. Look at that fist bump.
Yes.
Did she give us a little bicep flex there?
Yes.
Let's see
Flex
it.
the forearm.
And we don't usually see her jump either.
Yeah, that's true. Usually a straddle standstill. Oh, she got some air time in that basket.
What a great birdie.
Only 10% of the field getting birdies. That's only 7 competitors.
Kristin's 6 down through 8. Jeez. Eveliina going to be low left for her par save.
And is this Henna for a par save as well?
Yeah.
Lots of right side chains. But unfortunately, the rest of our lead card competitors walking away with bogeys on hole 8.
Man, so much just happened. Finishing it off here, hole 9, you start with a tunnel shot. This is all out of bounds. If you don't cross, there's a drop zone on the left kind of out of the picture here. If you go OB on that car path on the left farther up, you are allowed to take it from there, which is a new rule. You used to have to take everything from the drop zone. Right side is inbounds, just punishing. You see this out of bounds wrap very closely and create kind of a pinch point halfway through. If you can get your second shot up and around the corner, it makes the last shot a pretty simple, maybe 200-foot approach shot into this tunnel. There's OB that does wrap all the way around the back of the green into the left.
For once, though, we do have a fast green, so you can't just kind of like chuck something up and expect the grass to grab it. You really do have to make sure you meter your spin on the way into the green.
Kristin with a claymore. That's perfect.
That's great.
Anything past that little wooden rectangle is
Did you already talk about the OB rules changes this year?
Yeah, I mentioned it.
Yeah.
So it rewards an aggressive tee shot, which is nice.
It's really great. You can still save a par just by if you go out of bounds way further up instead of that dumb drop zone.
Holyn turning hers over. Hopefully she's on the edge.
It can be brutal on the right side woods.
Yeah.
There's a little swampy bog over there.
A lot of poison ivy over there too.
Mm-hmm. This is a great looking shot.
Mako 3.
Wow.
Evelina's been throwing that disc so well. It's really fun to watch. And being a little on that left side like Eveliina is makes the next shot a little bit easier. Henna going champion rock 3. That also looks just perfect.
These look like carbon copies of each other.
Yeah, it's nuts. Okay, so Holyn on the edge. Most likely just playing for par here.
Yeah, not trying anything too aggressive. She's really comfortable with her next couple of shots.
I mean, she still could go huge on the next shot, but most likely just conceding a stroke. Eveliina going up and over with the forehand. Kind of a fortunate break. It was heading towards the rough, but she lands in the center.
Henna opting for the standstill, not trying to bite off too much, just wanting to avoid this OB. She does just that.
Yeah, that's good awareness of where that out of bounds kind of bubbles. That was that same rock 3.
Yeah, where they're all landing, it is blind. So you're just kind of aiming at a point in space right here, not anything on the fairway.
Yeah, and trusting that you have enough distance to get to where the out of bounds kind of widens. Great shot from Kristin. That was I think it was a harp. Holyn's 3rd.
And where she lands sets up for a hyzer to the green, which is nice.
This is probably one of the few cards that were all in bounds off the tee.
Yep.
It's rare.
Yeah, it's a pretty intimidating tee shot.
That was a solid approach from Eveliina. She gets a bit of an unfortunate roll, though. Henna's 3rd. That's really pretty.
Oh, yeah. Checks up nicely in the bullseye. This distance is always so weird. You're like, I kind of want to jump putt, but
Yeah.
I need to throw, but
Yep.
don't want to get the zoomies.
Yeah, everyone, like you said, Mad looking to control their speed on this fast green. Eveliina with the longest putt here for her birdie. Little short.
A great
Wow.
birdie for Kristin.
Kristin's 7 down. I believe, so it's tough because the course changes so often, but I believe the record from the Dynamic Disc Open was a 5 down by Katrina Allen. And it was way windier, so it's hard to compare, but still.
But still, the course
7
record right
down
now
is
is 5.
Friggin' smoking hot. Unbelievable.
Wow.
Henna really not far behind. She's 6 down with a bogey. Eveliina 1 down. And
Look at all that green. That is what you want to see in the front 9 of Country Club.
Holyn's 3 down.
And one little stroke of blue as well, with Henna with the eagle early on.
And just a couple of bogeys.
Yep. Let's see what's happening on the leaderboard. Everyone's under par.
Yeah.
You're under par. You're under par. You're under par.
Owen Scoggins 6 down through 11. She's tied with Eveliina. All our lead card ladies hanging on, though.
But look at that big tie for 4th.
Yeah, it's nuts. Missy Gannon, 5. Wow.
Chase Card and Chase moving up the leaderboard one at a time. Thanks to our VIP members. You guys are the best. Thanks to the guys at Statmando for the awesome stats. And thanks to GK Pro for the FPO footage. We still got 9 more holes at Country Club. I'm Madison Walker.
I'm Erika Stinchcomb. We're the 2 Hot Geese.
Honk.